The Supreme Court did what? So I don't know if you all heard, normally I don't jump on topics this quick, but today I gotta jump on this one. So I went to the gym and blew some steam off first. Ran my mile and a half, did my daily cardio, and had real time to think about this because it can go a lot of ways. So if you haven't heard, the Supreme Court basically said or did, if you are a minority of any sort or consider yourself one, if you have a story you want to say, like based on your skin or how you grew up in your environment, poverty to be example, you can't use that to get into school. Because I don't know if you know this or you're an incoming student, when you try to get into a school, you have to write a story about why you deserve to be in this school and go through a series of tests. In the article, they were talking about Harvard, UNC, I believe the University of North Carolina. Don't hold me to that. But I'm not concerned about the schools. I'm concerned about all the schools. Who's going to make you write an essay, do an interview, do a rating, but you can't use your past experiences of what you've been through, demonstrating to them how you got to this point. That's the problem I got. So we're going to talk about the poverty first, right? We're going to talk about the poverty. Me being from poverty myself, everyone thinks they know what poverty is when they don't. And it's a lot of walking contradictions around here. Now, if anybody knows who's from poverty, we want to get out of it. But in order to get out of it, that's our story. Sometimes our parents had to use food stamps. Sometimes we didn't have cars, so we had to take the bus from middle school to high school. I did, periods of time. But it's not about me. It's about the other kids who are coming after me. So I just wanted to talk on the poverty. So now we're going to talk about the politics. I don't do politics, me personally, because politics just keep doing stuff of this nature, totally against the Supreme Court doing this. And even after reading the article just had a lot of jargon. I didn't have to read all that jargon, even though I did read it anyway. I read different ones to get different point of views, but I had to come to my ultimate point of view. A lot of talking this and that, trying to make up for what the schools did, when truth be told, we don't need to read all those words. I don't need to see all those excuses for them just to see what they have done. So they're talking about titles of that nature, admittments. They're talking about a lot of deeper stuff. But like I said, I don't do politics. I'm not a lawyer. So it goes deeper on that side. I'm more, you know me, I'm more talking about why you should start a two-year college. And they just provided another way why you definitely should start. The Supreme Court basically said that minorities coming from unprivileged backgrounds can't use their story of how they grew up to get into a university. Remember I talked about you getting admitted. Now let's talk about the college. This is why I say start at a community college. This is called open admission. All community colleges have open admission. Them making it extra hard for you just to go to a university to pay extra money and start your life off slow when you graduate college because you're not going to get that job that you want because of experience or because of bullcrap. We already know. Why not start a 2-year college? Then you don't have to tell a story when you bridge over to that university because your 2-year college has an agreement with them. That's why I say start this school that has an agreement. Then you bridge over. Get your associate's degree. Then bridge over. It's highly underrated. This is what we need to talk about. We're not talking about this stuff. This is the stuff nobody wants to talk about. They're going to set you up for failure. Now that you can't tell your story to get into a college is a big deal. That is so big. What are you going to talk about? Your skin is your life. That's who you are as a person. Nobody can tell anybody what they go through. When I say I'm speaking for us. Now, you can take that however you want to take it, but I'm speaking for us. This is why I say start at a community college once again. I want you to have ownership in your degree. They taking away your ownership. You can't tell your story to get into the school, but you want my talents to go to the school? You want my skill sets, my knowledge, but I can't tell my story? Like I said, I'm not into politics. I believe in, I was raised in, right is right, wrong is wrong. I feel like this is going to hurt a lot more minorities not just African Americans, minorities as a whole. You are going to make the ultimate decision. You're going to make that choice of how you want to go through college. But I highly advise you start a 2-year college. Save all your money. Build your story from there. So if they do ask, why do you deserve to bridge over to this school? You got 2 years or more to write a story on why you deserve to go to that school or transfer to that school. I just got around it that quick. The Supreme Court, whoever, they can keep throwing all these out, but we're going to have ways to get around it.